to So That Reminds Me, Reminder Publishing's bi-weekly podcast discussing Western Mass news. My name is Dennis Hackett.
And I'm LeBel.
We'll be your host for today's episode.
On this week's episode, we are going to be talking to Michael J. Dias Foundation Director of Operations, Robert Jaszek, about the organization's work in its upcoming golf tournament slated for October 6th at LeBel Country Club.
So before we get started on today's episode, I did want to let the listeners know we did have a bit of a technical difficulty with one of the mics. Apologies for that, but otherwise I think we still had a good interview. So
yes.
I'm hoping you look forward to listening to it. But before we get into it, Lauren, how have you been?
I've been good. Enjoying the start of fall. This week is a little rainy, so hopefully the weather gets better. But went to the Biggie last week.
Nice.
So all of the exciting things with fair season happening. Looking forward to it. Next week we have in my hometown, it's our town fair. It's a very small fair, but I go every single year. It's the same stuff, and it's fun. So looking forward to that. But what's new with you?
Not much. Getting out on the disc golf course like I do. Definitely enjoying the start of fall with football and my pumpkin coffees at Dunkin'. I have to get those all the time. But yeah, and then while it's kind of sucky, it's been raining. Like we kind of need it because I don't know, it was 3 weeks without rain or something like that. But I'm supposed to go to the Big E myself tomorrow as well, so we'll see. It's looking a little dicey with the weather, but
still fun in the rain though.
Yeah, and the way I'm looking at it is, if it's raining, there's probably not going to be a lot of people there.
Right.
So I'll be able to hopefully hit all the places that I want to from our Big E taste that we did a few weeks ago.
Yes. And luckily there's a lot of buildings that you can go inside of there to avoid the rain. So
yeah, definitely take a walk through the state buildings, Better Living Center, all that stuff. Yep. So hopefully we're able to go, but we'll see. Yeah, all right. I guess we'll get into this week's interview after a few quick messages.
We get it. You're busy, but you want to be connected to your local community. If you're not reading The Reminder, Western Mass's free weekly newspaper, you're missing out on the heartbeat of your town. Stay in the loop with all the latest buzz, from local stories to community updates and exciting events. It's all in The Reminder. Just log on to thereminder.com and dive into the hometown news you love. To subscribe to receive The Reminder at your home, call 413-788-1316. Don't miss a beat. Your town, your stories, your community for over 60 years. The Reminder. We are hometown news. Are you hearing wedding bells? Take a deep breath. Go Local Magazine has your back. Our wedding special section is your one-stop resource to the best in local photographers, caterers, florists, venues, and so much more. Get inspired by the couples who share their special day with us. Then check out the experts who created their perfect event. It's all here and all at your fingertips in Go Local.
All right, we are here with Michael J. Dias Foundation Director of Operations, Robert Jaszek. Robert, how are you? And do you mind telling us a bit about yourself and your involvement with the Michael J. Dias Foundation?
Yes, I'm well, and I'd like to start by saying thanks for having me here today.
Thanks for being here.
Take advantage of any opportunity I can to spread the word about people in addiction, specifically with the foundation. My name is Rob Jaszek, Director of Operations, and I'm a man in long-term recovery that has been working in the recovery field for approximately 15 years, 59 years old, and I love what I do. So I'm glad to be here.
So then, do you mind telling us a bit about the Michael J. Dias Foundation and how it started?
Yes, it started in 2012 after some tragedy for a family, and Michael Dias passed away, and the family was looking for a way to turn that into a positive and be helpful to other men in that position. Michael suffered from addiction and tragically took his own life. So they purchased a house and opened Michael's house in 2012. And over the years, they've grown with the help of the Forest Park Foundation, again, through other tragedies along the way, naming the houses after the people who lost their lives.
So can you talk a little bit more about the work that the foundation does?
Yes. So we have 3 sober houses. 2 of them are 12-step recovery based.
Mm-hmm.
And what we do is we provide safe housing for guys to come and stay and work on their recovery. That is a long process with many facets, financial stability, employment. A lot of the guys that come to us are homeless and have nowhere to go. And it can be very difficult to begin that journey when you don't have anywhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is provide safe and structured housing for them to begin that journey.
Awesome. So then kind of speaking more broadly, you obviously mentioned that you have 3 houses now, kind of how the organization has kind of grown and evolved over the years.
Yes. Michael's house opened in 2012. There's 14 beds there. And we have another 12-step house that is Christian and Brian's house on Mill Street in Springfield.
Mm-hmm.
22 beds there. And we have a transitional house, Sean's Place, on Wilbraham Road in Springfield that has 8 beds there. And after staying at one of the 12-step houses for a period of time and you've begun to solidify your recovery, you would move over to Sean's Place, and there's a little bit more freedom and less structure there.
And so going off of that, how would someone that's seeking help reach these types of services?
Yes, so the best place is to go right to our website. We have an application on the website.
Mm-hmm.
And my partner responds usually within 24 hours, sometimes almost immediately. And we set up an interview and talk to the person applying to see if what they're trying to do aligns with what we do at our houses, which is 12-step recovery.
Is there a limit to how many people can be in these houses at any given time?
Just the bed, the maximum beds. So you have 14 at Michael's, 22 at Christian and Brian's, and 8 at Sean's Place. And, that would be the maximum we can hold.
So you've kind of mentioned this 12-step process. Do you mind kind of explaining a little bit what that is and what, you don't have to go step by step, but what are kind of how that kind of brings someone from seeking one of these houses, then going into that transitional program back out?
Well, hopefully that's something they've begun along the way.
Okay.
But not always. Some of the guys come to us and, they don't even know what recovery is all about yet. Sometimes people, and this is not it's just different for everybody. But some people feel that just putting down drugs and alcohol is all there is to it. And a 12-step recovery perspective it's more than that. There's other things at work that need to be addressed in your recovery.
We'll get back to the interview after another quick break.
Looking to reach the 60-plus market? Look no further than the fall issue of Prime. This quarter, Prime explores a meaningful retirement, whether it is entrepreneurism, volunteering, or your next passion project, not to mention the 50-plus Job Seekers program for those who need a financial boost. Plus, practical advice to extend the life of your laptops, busting common estate planning myths, and the lowdown on must-have vaccines. Let Prime Magazine be your guide. Prime, your best life now.
How does the foundation work on community outreach, and what are some of the ways that you are able to reach the community?
So, word of mouth is huge. So, the guys are attending 12-step meetings, and, people find out about us through that. But also we have a lot of fundraisers and our website. There are local meetings that me or other employees or foundation members attend, like WMSAPA, which is the Western Mass Association of Substance Abuse Providers, and HCAT, which is the Hampden County Addiction Task Force, and different groups like that. And we attend meetings and we network and try to get the word out there so people know how to get a hold of us.
Awesome. And then I know, obviously, you have the 3 men's houses, but one of the other things the organization is working on is fundraising for the women's recovery residents. Do you mind telling us like a little bit about that, how the fundraising's going?
Yes, so it's been steady. I think we were hoping it would go a little quicker, but it's going, I always feel like things are going exactly the way they're supposed to be going, right? So we're a little bit over, almost halfway there. I believe the amount is $238,000 out of the $500,000 that we're trying to raise. And we have numerous events going on. We have different supporters, Compass Recovery, and Joey's Deli in Agawam. Shout out to Joey's Deli. Put on the Waddle Walk this summer at Forest Park and raised some money for us, which was fabulous. We have Empower is putting on a event for us to help raise money. So, you never know where the help is going to come. But anybody can give and anything helps. You can go right to the website, mdiasfoundation.org, and make a donation. Anything you can give would be greatly appreciated.
Is there a deadline for this fundraiser?
No, it's until we can put the house up and start supporting women in recovery the way we've been supporting men in recovery. That is the ultimate goal.
Great.
It's,
awesome.
I'm speaking as a man, but it appears very difficult for women in recovery. The resources are not the same availability that they are for men. And there's a big disparity from the amount of men's houses there are locally to the amount of women's houses there are locally. And we see a need there, and we're trying to play a part in helping with that.
So what are some other ways in which the organization fundraises?
Yes, so we did have the Waddle Walk, as I mentioned, with Compass and Joey's Deli. And we have the golf outing on October 6th. It's right around the corner at the Ludlow Country Club. Can't wait. And again, we have Empower helping us out. So we have various resources in the area that see the need as well and are trying to assist us in reaching our goal.
And then speaking of fundraising, the foundation's about to get a $20,000 check from the DA's office today. What's that funding going to go toward?
So that's a little bit different. That's a grant that we would use to assist men with rent. Okay. So we are not state funded at all. This is the men have to pay rent. So it can be very difficult early in recovery when you're not financially stable or employed. So how do you manage getting in a place to make those things happen when you don't have those things to get in the place? It's kind of like the chicken and the egg, right? So there are numerous ways, and the DA grant specifically assists the guys coming in. It gives them a little bit of time and will cover their rent, and they're able to settle in and find a job and begin to pay rent on their own. So that's a huge shout out to the DA and that office. I will be there this afternoon, actually collecting a check from them with the board and taking a photo. So you'll be seeing that very soon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And so kind of going off of that, how important is it to have the community partnerships like the DA's office to continue to provide the services that you do?
Yes, it's invaluable. I mean, without it, it takes a team. Sometimes when we're working in these circles, it can feel or appear or be talked about like we're competitors, and we're not. We're all on the same team. When we do good, they do good. When they do good, we do good. And when I mean good, I don't mean financially good. What I mean is we're helping people so they have a safe place to live, so they want to go and obtain extra treatment, say through IOP at Compass or Empower, or they want to help other people to do the same. So it's amazing.
That's great. And then kind of circling back a little bit to, obviously you mentioned how to people can reach out to apply, but who can apply? Obviously there's the 3 sober houses for the men, but yes. Is it strictly Hampden County, or anyone in Western Massachusetts could seek help?
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. Anybody in the state and beyond, anybody who would like to come stay with us is welcome to apply. Again, it's not state funded, so it have that like you need to be a citizen of Massachusetts to attend. So anybody who would like to come just goes and fills out the application, and we interview them. Okay,
great. Well, Rob, I think that's all the questions we have for you. Is there anything else you wanted to
add? Just if I could mention, in addition to the DA grant, I just really, I wanted to take this time to kind of recognize some of those community partners.
Absolutely.
So in addition to the district attorney's office and their grant, we get a lot of help for the guys from the MASH PMP. PMP being probation and parole, and they anybody who's on probation or parole that comes, they get 90 days of rent paid, which is huge for those guys coming to us, and it gives them the start that they need. I would say up to 90 days. And then MASH also has the RAP, it's the rental assistance program for other people who are not on probation and parole. They can get assistance as well. I believe that one goes up to 100 days. And Power Forward, which again, you can look at, just Google Power Forward. There was a hockey player who was suffering from addiction, and he started I'll call it a foundation that assists with the guy's rent as well. They can apply, and I think it was 6 weeks, and I think it's 3 weeks now, but I would go to the website for specifics on that. We also have some people out east, Kim and Steve Keene, with the Pelican Grant, and they pay for 1 month's rent when you apply there. And also a huge shout out to the Forest Park Project. They've been such a instrumental part of what we do with the foundation, and they also do some grants for rent, and they help in other ways. We just replaced all the mattresses at all the houses. They're all brand new, and that was given to us by the Forest Park Project. So huge shout out to them. So thank you for allowing me to mention all those people.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us and for speaking with us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And that wraps another episode of So That Reminds Me.
Thanks for listening, and we'll be back with another episode in a couple of weeks.
Thanks for listening to So That Reminds Me, produced by Western Massachusetts news source Reminder Publishing. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, find the latest news at thereminder.com, and follow Reminder Publishing on Instagram at Reminder Publishing, on X at The Reminder MA, and on Facebook. Reminder Publishing. We are Hometown News.